Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Danielle Henfield Pardo, your Caribbean travel specialist, and today I am back with another video. But first, before I continue, if you didn't watch the first video, here's the title for you. I'll link it down in the description box below. Today we are continuing our conversation about our experience with Virgin Voyages.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
So first thing I wanted to show you was the cabin. We were in a sea terrace balcony cabin. The balcony cabins are called the sea terrace cabin. And let me tell you, we enjoyed this room for the short time that we were in there. So you will see how the bed is made up. That is actually not the only configuration that it could be in, because the bed actually converts into a sofa. But we didn't spend much time in the room at all, so we didn't have any reason at all to change the bed to a sofa because there was just too much to do. Let's take you through what it really was like on this cruise. So this was the Fire and Sunset Soiree cruise. So we embarked in Miami, and our next stop the very next day was Key West. Then we were going to Bimini. Saturday was our day at sea, followed by Sunday we docked back in Miami again. So it was 4 days. So now on this 4-day trip, we had so much to pack in. So we decided that we're gonna do an excursion in Key West because both of us had never been to Key West before, as well as we wanted to do something in Bimini. Our stop in Key West, the first thing that we wanted to do, or rather the only thing that I was interested in to do, was the bike tour. Now, yes, there's a story. So for the bike tour, I'm thinking, this would be cool because you're going around the island, you're on a bike, there is historical information that's going to be shared. You get to see a lot more. It's not as fast as a trolley, or it's not as slow as walking. It's like a good pace. And I thought, because I was a bike rider when I was younger, that it would just be something and it will come back, because it's something that I wasn't thinking about really in terms of what I'm not capable of, just going into that can-do attitude. But even after I recognized that I was afraid, like seriously, I was afraid, Holly even ride close to me because she realized that, okay, no, this is not where I need to be for my safety. But it's okay, because in that time, after I finished riding that bike, I realized that sometimes we just need to face some of our fears and shut down all of the thoughts that's going on in our mind to be able to immerse ourselves in the experience. Now, would I do that again? Most definitely, yes. I now know that I can actually ride a bike on the road that's quiet. That's quiet and has few cars, but it's good practice, and it actually built up a little bit more confidence in me that a lot of times we don't go for any kind of experience that we don't think we can already do, because we live more in our limitations rather than actually going out and exploring what we're truly capable of. So anyway, before I digress into something completely deep and completely off topic, let's go back into what happened next. So after the bike ride, we stopped, and as our treat, we had key lime pie. And let me tell you, I swear this was the best key lime pie that I could ever tasted. I mean, you could look at me here. That should actually tell you all that you need to know about how good that pie was. This, if you're ever in Key West, is one place that I would definitely recommend. Key lime pie, Chef's Kiss. And later we went to Conch Republic. So it was a little out of order because we had dessert before lunch. But given that I'm from Turks and Caicos, we wanted to check out Conch Republic because we wanted to see what their conch fritters were like. And of course, as a Turks and Caicos Islander, there was always some bias. It's just natural to compare. And that's what we did. Conch Republic was one of the places that was recommended by just about everyone in Key West. And we went over there to have just a quick bite before we head back to the ship. So when we got there, it was like set up to where there's a lot of open space. And to be honest, it reminded me of this place that is called, or was called, I'm not even sure if it's still there. You guys, let me know in the comments if it's still there. Shark Bite, right in the Bite in Providencia, Isles. And it was a lot of open space sitting there next to the marina. There were boats around, and we just sat right next to where the little wharf was. And we ordered conch fritters and cracked conch. My favorite was the cracked conch. The conch fritters, just like I said, you know, we're from Turks and Caicos, so it's hard not to compare. And the conch fritters just didn't do it for me. However, if it's something that you want to try because you've never had it, go on ahead. It was good. It just wasn't what I was used to. But after we had our little lunch, we decided that we were just going to go back to ship to chill for a little bit and maybe do some more exploration. But guess what? We didn't stay in the room, y'all. There was we kind of like just rested for a few minutes, found our favorite spot. That's why I said we weren't really in the room. Our favorite spot ended up being that balcony, y'all. That balcony. So in the 15 minutes that we were in the room, because we were not in the room long, y'all, I kid you not, in that short space of time that we were there on the balcony, this is Holly. I literally walked away and came back and she was passed out. Listen, if we were supposed to have shares in that hammock, let me just say she had 75% versus me who only had 25, because that was her spot. If you wanted to find her for anything, she was there in the hammock. But after that 15 minutes, our short interval, we wanted to see what else was going on the ship, and we came across this cute little arts and craft thing. So yes, arts and craft, they were making bracelets. And these are some of the things that we think, oh, that's so childish. But you should have seen, well, actually look at this clip. You can see how many people were lined up to do this one activity. It may seem like, oh, these things are childish. Do you know how soothing and relaxing it was with us just sitting down and braiding our strings to create our bracelets? I mean, it was the best pastime for us who wanted to recharge, because we had dinner later that day at Gun Bay, because this was Thursday now, and on Thursday we had our theme night, which is Scarlet night. So I'd love to tell you so much about Scarlet night, but it's really best if you experience it. I know Scarlet night may seem like, ooh, really taboo. It completely was not. It was truly a great experience. This is their night when they completely transform the ship. They have things hung up on the ceiling, and it's based on this myth of this octopus goddess and a human. So great story there. And what they do is they transform the ship. They turn off all of the regular lighting and turn everything red. And then there's this big celebration up at the pool deck. and they tell you the story again. They put on all of the cast members, but they were performing and they had this whole show. And the Scarlet Lady of the Scarlet Lady, I mean, this girl can blow, y'all. Like, her voice is so deep, but it's beautiful. It's rich and beautiful. And she sang and performed. Then there was the DJ, and it's just everybody in great, exciting mood. And everyone's dressed in some version of red. It's either a red accessories or a red shirt, red outfit. You can go as flamboyant as you want, or you can like be as toned down as just wearing the red band if you don't want to partake. But it's completely up to you. There's no obligation, and everyone's just in a great mood. There are no children on this ship, so there is no one screaming and making any noise. It's just everyone just happy and excited to just have a good time. And it's something that you would have to experience at least once. There's nothing raunchy about it, even though it's red. I mean, there were people going in the pool dressed up, just kicked off their shoes and gone in the pool and just danced. Just danced. I mean, we were not in the pool, obviously, because we were up on one of the little pool areas and we had our own little VIP section. Hello. But I can tell you though, it was a struggle for us to get there because this party does not start until 10:45. And what I didn't share with you is both Holly and I are early birds. When I say early, I mean 9:30, 10 o'clock. We're asleep. So in order to stay awake, we kind of strolled the ship and did a little photo shoot just to kill time and listen to some karaoke. Once again, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We love having you, and I love telling you the stories of the things that we experienced. I know there was a lot of stories told here, but what's life without a good story? See you in the next video.